The challenge of insecurity has tremendously contributed to the number of out-of-school children in the country, especially in the northern region. With many more students having to quit school for safety, analysts and key stakeholders say this portends danger for Nigeria's education sector. Our correspondent Abisola Adebayo tells us more in this next report.
The coronavirus pandemic, coupled with an existing inequality in the Nigerian education sector, has driven millions of children out of the classroom. And the hopes of many children to get formal education in the country's north is currently being challenged by incessant attacks on schools and abduction of students by bandits. The Ministry of Education has pegged the number of out-of-school children at 10.5 million. But with scores of schools either shut or relocated as a result of insecurity, this figure may not be a true reflection of reality.
It's a worrisome trend, because when you look at what happened in Chibok about close to 7 years ago now, it was the focus was on girls. But right now, they've not only shifted to males, but they have also shifted to tertiary institutions. In other words, there's a calculated attempt to completely destroy the educational system in the north, from primary to tertiary level. And this is very worrisome, because against the backdrop of the fact that these are areas that are already described as educationally disadvantaged states in Nigeria. Nigeria, with our population, with our economy, with our capacity, with our democracy, we are not supposed to be on the list of those of the countries that should be categorized as having one of the highest number of out-of-school children in the world.
The level of security provided for schools has also come under question, with experts calling for the full implementation of the Safe School initiative, which seeks to prevent such incidents.
Well, the number of policemen or security services we have is not enough to cover all the schools. It's time for them to tighten up what they should do by strengthening up the areas and all the schools. A lot of gaps are existing in our security system that needs to be worked seriously and urgently.
In some cases, some of the abducted students have been killed. Security experts say the no-negotiation stance of the government is the best if backed with more proactive measures.
There will be zero tolerance to ransom payment, because it is the ransom, the payment of ransom, that is making this business to boom. So we have to agree. The government have to come out and say, look, we are not going to pay ransom. And at the same time, the citizens have to understand that yes, government will not pay ransom, and we are not going to pay either. Government agencies, special forces that are trained to deal with this should be out there looking for them.
After conducting a vulnerability survey of all schools in the country, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps says it plans to work with the Ministry of Education to provide adequate security coverage for schools. Abisola Adebayo, TV 360, Lagos.